My name is Keith Doley. We're in the Tremay 7th Ward area. When we have a downpour, a real heavy downpour, you can literally see the water draining toward, when facing the street, draining toward the right. I'm right between two main drainage pumping stations. You have the Orleans pumping station, which would be to my left, and you have the AP2 Road pumping station, which would be to my right. We have been fortunate in that we have never had a flood from rainwater. However, that is not necessarily the case with my property. The street does not flood. However, I've had flooding on my property. With a slight rainfall, this entire area, at least ankle deep water, and the water would stand for anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. It got so bad that we would put planks down to be able to navigate from the gate to the back of the property. The rainwater, it basically comes from the properties where it drains off of the properties onto the street. But as I said earlier, that the rainwater actually flows to, you can literally see it flowing to the right when you come out of the building because it's headed toward that pumping station. We're at the high point of the ridge. It's called the Gentilly Ridge. Flooding that I've had from the rain has resulted in me having to redo my piers, which you can see basically have just been redone. Also that it has caused me to have termite problems because the soil continued to stay wet. I've had to replace this whole wall due to termites. Mentally, it is very draining knowing that the termites are doing damage to your home, and the fact that the foundation was compromised by the water standing for such a long period of time. My daughter is a consultant for WaterWise. I was able to participate in several of their programs, went to their one of their sessions. I visited some of their projects, and I was very happy when I was asked if it was a possibility that I would consider doing a French drain in my side yard to alleviate the problem. My problem has gone from having standing water with boards, and this area would be muddy by the time it would dry out, to we recently had a very heavy rainstorm, probably 1 to 1.5 inches of rain in a very short period of time. And by the time it ended raining, I walked out the door and could walk out here. The ground was wet, but there was no standing water. This is an old driveway. This driveway led to the carriage house in the rear of the property, where the horse and buggy was literally kept. And what the project manager did was to come in and dig the center part of the driveway, which was dirt, out, go down maybe 12 to 15, 18 inches, put permeable pipe in, and the other natural materials where the water would drain into the permeable pipe and be drained off. And I'm very, 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 very happy as a result of my getting this project done on my property. Green infrastructure in my community, I think, would be most beneficial if property owners were to take advantage of what WaterWise is offering, to be able to put in French drains and to help alleviate the runoff from the individual's property to drain into the street, which would cause flooding. I think you have to include the community, include government, city, include the state, and include organizations such as WaterWise to be able to, help to be able to bring these changes so that we can eliminate or alleviate the possibility of flooding on our streets, which then comes into our homes. If you take a look to the back, you can see that I'm very much into my yard, very much into my garden, and it has changed the whole, my outlook on how I feel about coming out here after a rain. I mean, I would avoid coming out. Water-wise I laid in my bed many nights trying to figure out how to eliminate this problem that I had. At one point, my thought was I was going to have to dig up this whole side yard and repave it to slant it to run the water into the street, which would have been a big mistake. But water-wise, with the help of Dr. Angela, came by and we walked the property, and it was suggested to me, and when it was suggested to me, I was very happy and willing to participate. Thank you, Waterwise, for eliminating a lot of stress in my life.